Hello and welcome one and all. The atmosphere building very nicely here. Gorgeous, gorgeous evening. The skies are clear, the noise is fervent, the atmosphere frenetic. Well, I'm Peter Drury and I'm joined in the commentary box by the familiar figure of Jim Beglin.
Hi Peter, always good to work with you. I'm really looking forward to this now.
Such scenes here, a sea of team colours, songs ringing down from the stands. The tone is set. Face to face with the keeper. And that was very necessary. Throw in. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Now it's Hullet. Mateus, Luis Suarez. Zanetti.
I'll be accused of bias here, but I can't overlook the great professional that is Javier Zanetti.
How's that bias, Jim? He just has the lot. He has such class, doesn't he?
That's it, an oozer of class and an example to all aspiring footballers. They want to be quick here, it's breakaway time.
And here's Seedorf. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. He is through here. Decent hit! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. And we have our very first corner. Driving forward. Brilliantly cut out. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Hullet. Oh, he couldn't quite make it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
He just needs to find the control button on his aggression before the ref does it for him, Peter.
Seedorf. Hullet. Can he put it away? Oh, there's a probing ball. Floated through. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And that is expertly dealt with. Neither of these two want to come off second best, and it's Ronaldinho. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Zanetti. Still goalless at the moment. And here's the chance to counter. Vieira. And they can counter here. He's played him through. That is a brilliant interception. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And that could set him on his way. Bellingham. Now it's Luis Suarez.
We're seeing some really good pressure being applied here, Peter, particularly from those guys up front.
Yeah, and the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Eto'o really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Manchester United have their second corner now. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Van Dijk gets rid without sophistication. Well timed, excellent interception. Zanetti. Well, a goal here just before half-time could mean a great deal. And it's Gullit. And that's a superb putt. There's the shot! He's delivered all right! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter. Not a lot more to add.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's there to belt it away. Gullit stood up well to him there. Now it's Eto'o. Mateus. Seedorf. Oh, that's clever. Great chance!
Added time.
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
This possibly the last play of the half. Oh, well played. And the referee's looking. And the referee brings the first half to a close. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
It's a dressing room that needs rousing at half-time because in truth they've not really been at it so far. If the pep talk works, we may see a very different side second half. We need to.
And we're underway again.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Vieira couldn't squeeze it through. Can he spark a counter here? And they win it back again. Manchester United, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. He's through here. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And that's been won. Tries a shot! Oh, nearly, but nearly is nothing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Seedorf. And it's Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Maldini promptly onto that, and that is that. Now he's off and running. Vieira. Manchester United still this single goal behind. Zanetti looking to run onto it. Zanetti is fouled. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Gullit looking to play it into the box. So he's plotting something before playing it in. Mateus opts to... He's going for goal! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Well, Peter, he clearly felt he was being invited to shoot, and it wasn't the worst decision he could have made.
Jamaica appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. Pull it. Rummenigge. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, the time has arrived to start taking risks. They may well be happy just to level this. Manchester United showing a little more urgency now, and to be honest, Peter, this is what's required.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Zanetti. Rummenigge. And it's Maicon. Maicon made a surge from full-back, as it turned out, unsuccessfully. Luis Suarez. And here's Zanetti. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Manchester United perhaps contemplating their next change here. Engages and forces him off the ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Vieira. Seedorf. He's got the shot away! They've done it! 2 up now, and they are cruising. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Jamaica are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you could afford to be more daring, Peter. Maybe
in with a header! Pass somewhat off target. And he's following up!
Oh, it's die-hard defence and the willingness to put his body on the line. Very impressive.
And here's Suarez. And he's cut it out. Ronaldinho could move up a gear here.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
He can run onto that. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Ronaldinho. Passing is crisp and sharp.
Well, they can at least make a fight of it. Even if it's just a goal, the lift it would give would be huge no matter what the end result is.
Mateus, who's set up 1 goal so far. Jamaica are looking to break at pace. Mateus looking to get on the end of this. Owen. That is a great pick out. That has been cut short. Schmeichel is there to clear.
2 added minutes has been
Always onto this. There's the hit! Goal! Deep into injury time!
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Manchester United give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed.
Whistle's gone, and they've got themselves a free kick. And no surprise, that's a booking. They're taking a moment to consider their options. Comfortable claim for the keeper. And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was intense, an enjoyable contest that either could easily have won. Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Hi everyone, and thanks Peter, it's great to be on board.
And expectations are rising and decibel levels are rising. The noise is quite something. You can feel what football means to the people in this part of the world. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. Van Basten. It's a good spell of possession, this.
Here's a guy that qualifies as one of the best defensive midfielders to ever play the game.
Patrick Vieira, the pillar of strength.
Yeah, aggression, hard tackling, they're the foundations of his game. But he can turn defence into attack very quickly and show his terrific athleticism and real power.
And it's Ronaldinho. Mateus. Araujo.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Eto'o. Schmeichel catches it safely. Fair to say, I think, a cautious start from both teams. Vieira. Neatly clipped into space. It's Luis Suarez! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Suarez clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And he's gone backward here. Oh, sweet feet. Luis Suarez! They want to be quick to recover this. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Driving on and making good progress. Eto'o. Manchester United still without a single shot on target. Vieira. Now it's Luis Suarez. Oh, there's a probing ball. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. Now this could be a chance. Thuram does really well to win the ball there. Eto'o could move up a gear here. Bellingham. The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Bellingham really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
It's off target and by quite a way.
Jamaica certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Maldini. Seedorf. And it's Vieira. Out to the left it goes. And here's Suarez.
Suarez really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Now it's Cruyff. Eto'o unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Quality ball. Van Dijk cuts it out. And there's green grass ahead of him. And it's Luis Suarez. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Vieira. And Mateus. Now it's Seedorf. But that has been cut short. That is good alertness. And it's Cruyff. Well, they can break here. Vieira. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. The referee's awarded a free kick. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Thuram gets over and intercepts. Mateus. Now it's Luis Suarez. That's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Luis Suarez. Zanetti. Seedorf. Oh, well played, well played. Ronaldinho. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And there's the end of the first half. Well, perhaps not full of thrills and spills, but a game which has been of a very high level, certainly defensively, as both teams walk off unscathed. A tight affair, 0-0 at the break. How would you review the first half?
Well, this has proved a very frustrating day so far, especially for the strikers. Nothing has been created for them. I think the service has been extremely poor.
Anyone appearing
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Substitutions taking place.
And we're off again.
Manchester United really are going to need to improve in a hurry if they don't want to fall behind here. Upping the intensity and the tempo will be their starting point.
Mateus. Luis Suarez. It's Luis Suarez! An attempt which, in hindsight, was probably just beyond him.
He's never the type to turn down a challenge, is he?
Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Manchester United come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Now it's Eto'o. Now the finish! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Eto'o finds himself offside.
Jamaica couldn't really be more watertight in midfield. Not a trickle is getting through.
And he's run. Can he finish? It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Jamaica really putting a few chances together here. Taking one can only add to such good momentum now.
Van Dijk. It's a pretty loose pass. Eto'o. And the shot! He's delivered all right!
And how about the timing of the pass and run? They've worked it before and no doubt they'll work it again.
So we have our breakthrough.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence and all of a sudden, bang. Well, they've stamped some authority on things, but how much more authority can be generated?
Ball is over the line. Ronaldinho. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. Jamaica are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
I think that's a corner. Yes, it is.
Substitution for Jamaica.
Corner number 2 then.
Vieira. Coming on the field.
Oh, what
is
a climb!
Number 11.
Cleared away.
Substitution.
That's good play. And now they can spring out of defence. Face to face, big chance! Oh, taken with style. And this is getting better and better.
The understanding between those two plays a big part in that, and releasing the run on side proved the key ingredient.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Van Dijk. Now it's Cruyff. Oh, we've seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. Now it's Owen. Threads one in. Now it's Owen. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Bale. So what can they make of this?
Jamaica really aren't making anything meaningful of their time on the ball.
Now it's Seedorf. Oh, it's a foul. It could be a penalty. Manchester United present their opponents with the best possible chance here.
Substitution for Jamaica.
Well, the keepers these days have done their homework.
Number 14.
What a save from Peter Schmeichel! Oh no, that could be a costly miss.
It's a good display of fighting spirit for me.
Substitution in progress.
Oh, important interception. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. De Jong. And it's Nedved. Zanetti. And it's Nedved. Luis Suarez. Nice interception, well timed.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Nedved. Luis Suarez. And that's an excellent interception. And he's gone looking for safety.
4 added minutes has been indicated.
Luis Suarez. This could be their final throw of the dice. So their fourth corner of the game. De Jong. Owen. There will be 4 extra minutes. Now it's Hullet. Well read, and the danger is averted. And that's that. Manchester United are chirpy, cheerful and contented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it. Hullet voted man of the match, and deservedly so. How would you summarise what we've seen today then, Jim?
Manchester United definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, This has just been a great day at the office.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of other ambitious teams. Can he finish? And it's a goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Back in possession and ready to go again. Now it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Mbappe. Maicon gets across to intercept that. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Ronaldinho. That's good vision. Hullet, and Hullet! It's fallen kindly here. Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Ronaldinho looking to penetrate opposition lines. So just a one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. And it's Ronaldinho. Van Basten. Hits one! He's scored! Hot knife through butter. They have done it again. Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, and all engineered, Peter, by some smart running and movement. That's already something to admire, but how about the pass? Just wonderful. Loved it.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Now it's Hullet. Maicon. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Oh, great chance! Bellingham. Thuram. And they can counter here. Ronaldinho does well to get it back. Cruyff. Thuram. It's Bellingham. Vieira. And it's Thuram. Oh, that's sweet, almost telepathic. Good read, needed to be. Thuram. Lahm. It's Bellingham. And here's Messi. Van Dijk defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Vieira. Well timed, excellent interception. And here's the chance to counter. Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Such good technique.
Cruyff providing an outlet on that flank. Lahm. Messi.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Back into the middle, and here's Cruyff. Cruyff going face-to-face with his great rival. Lahm. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. He's looking to set free a runner. Half-time getting close now. And that's another good win of the ball. Or good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
He might be in here! There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Cruyff. Back they go.
He's got no choice here, he had to go backwards.
Now it's Bellingham. No way through, so back it comes. Now who's going to be first to this? And we hit half-time. Reflections on the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
Manchester United are heading into the break, very happy with how it's gone so far. There's the start of the second half. Changes made by neither side from what we understand. Well, we expected better and so did he. And the finish! It's run loose, who's going to get there?
What a cracking save from the keeper. That may turn out to be a pivotal moment.
Rijkaard.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind.
Oh, what a climb! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
And we have our very first corner. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And there's green grass ahead of him. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. He's shifting through the gears here. Vieira deals with that comfortably. Defending of the desperate variety. Well read, and the danger is averted. Manchester United are 2 up early in the second half. And here's Hullet. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Look at the space here. Chooses to go back. Bellingham tries a shot! Well, that looked awkward, but he had a good crack at it.
Well, he's clearly in one of those moods. I think even he was asking perhaps a little too much from himself then. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
Messi with the short one. And it's going to be another corner. Corner number 2 then. Skillfully cut out, he is so at ease on the ball. And now a sudden chance to counter.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
And it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Pull it. Vieira. He's not got that quite right. And that's put paid to a promising move. Nice ball, and he might be in here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
He made it look a bit predictable. Owen really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
And here's Owen.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
He's had it taken off him. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Oh, super tackle. They were outnumbered and under the cosh. That had to be spot on, and it was.
And it's Owen. Chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Some resolute defending there. Bellingham. Can he spark a counter here? And no, that was never going to make it. That has been cut short. Manchester United have time on their side now, as well as a 2-goal lead. It is just about done. Gives it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no...
Great hit! It's a goal! Right back in the game!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
Substitution for Arsenal, number 25.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
7,
We have got ourselves a game here.
number 2.
I think they've done so well to get back in it, but it's important now that they don't become over-eager in chasing another. They only need... Manchester United probably could have killed things off, but they should be okay here.
Now it's Cruyff. He rises! Sticks it away! We thought it was over! It's all square once more! The breakaway clinical and clean, and the finish unerring.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise their defence. It was fast and furious, and all but unstoppable.
All square again into the dying minutes.
It just goes to show you what determination can achieve. OK, there isn't much time left, but if we have to find a winner now, there's no question who I'll be backing.
Real chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
The message is simple: defend this with your lives. And it's been taken short. Referee's given a throw.
Well, the goalkeeper's a lucky boy there.
Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. Well, how will we look back on that?
Well, I think all things considered, Peter, this was a fair result. Both sides showed the right qualities to try and win it, and, you know, ultimately ended up cancelling each other out, at least result-wise. I think any other outcome, I don't think would have been fair.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday. It's Van Basten! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
That was created because of good, lively movement, which pretty much dictated the pass.
Bellingham. And here's Van Basten. Played back in. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped. It's always a pleasure to see Paolo Maldini take to the pitch.
So would say anyone who understands the defender's art.
Well, bias comes easy for me when we talk about one of the greatest pros. He exudes calm, elegance, intelligence, an Italian giant.
Always onto this. Now it's Cruyff. Mbappe, he's free, he has got space. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Mbappe. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Van Basten. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Now it's Cruyff. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Quarter of an hour played. Neither of these two want to come off second best. No goals as yet. Now it's Hullet. Now it's Cruyff. Cruyff looking to get on the end of this. Bellingham. Oh, well played, well played.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
Van Basten. Ronaldinho. Maldini proves too strong. Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Chance to... and the shot! Goal! Manchester United! Lacking for neither time nor space. It could scarcely have been more straightforward.
Well, look, he moves and manufactures in unique fashion. This guy is sheer class.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Yeah, it's rare that one is enough, though, Peter. I get the feeling they'll be wanting another as soon as possible.
And it's Cruyff. Now it's Hullet. Succumbs to the pressure. Cruyff. Van Basten. Oh, that's a nice ball. Eto'o providing an outlet on that flank. That is lovely. Bellingham. And he's had it nicked away. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Cruyff. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Ronaldinho. Thuram.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Couldn't squeeze it through. Ronaldinho. So what can they make of this? No, that's been intercepted. And it's Eto'o. And here's Ronaldinho. And here's Van Basten.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Cruyff. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Well, the moans and groans from the stands now are very audible.
He can run onto that.
There will be 1 minute
Messi,
added
very
time.
much a man of this moment. And they're quick to get it back. Oh, shooting chance! No mistake! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. That was a given. It always was.
Yeah.
And the half-time whistle goes. How would you review the first half?
Well, it's looking pretty straightforward, Peter. They've got themselves into a very good position, so why dither from here when they can repeat their first half success with another show of strength?
A rocky start,
Manchester United are heading into the break very happy with how it's gone so far. And the action is back on the way. No changes at half-time that we're aware of. Good running, strong and purposeful. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. He's had a shot! And it's there! And the lead is 3! It is surely done!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Substitution.
So the manager can make a change for the first time in the game here.
Well, he's someone renowned for his pace and those darting little runs, but also for being...
That was quite a test for the goalkeeper.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now a sudden chance to counter. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Ronaldinho. Gullit. Big chance! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Well, that's why we all say indecision is fatal.
It's their second corner of the game. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, plenty of early set pieces here. Driving forward. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape.
Great chance! He scores! They're back within reach!
Yeah, I'd call that transition with bite. They won it back and bit hard.
So, just a consolation, or is there a way back from here?
Substitution in progress.
So there's going to be another change here. Mbappe coming on to a rapturous reception. It is the moment we've all waited for.
Well, not quite sure why he wasn't started, Peter, but at least it's a move that makes everyone happy.
Manchester United will have one further opportunity to make a substitution after this, their latest change. Gullit. Bellingham. Great hit! In he goes again! No, he didn't quite meet it right.
Oh, his instinct was brilliant, but not the finish.
Van Dijk gets over and intercepts. Mbappe! Oh, easy pickings there. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Messi. Manchester United still have the cards to affect this game. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Just eases him off the ball. Vieira. Gullit. Now Cruyff. Now it's Gullit. Bellingham. Now it's Cruyff. Gullit. And it's Messi. Looks for the finish. And yes, it's there! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That is simply tremendous. I mean, how easy would it have been to get across it or overhit it? Perfection.
Substitution for Arsenal. Number 4.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
25.
We have got ourselves a game here.
On the field.
Listen, goals change games, and that has changed the whole complexion of this one. They have the momentum now.
Healer. Substitutions taking place.
Rummenigge. Great position here. That has been cut short. Van Basten. Now it's Messi.
Arsenal really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Thuram cuts out the pass. Chance! It's in! And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, he makes finishing look like a matter of fact. Why take extra touches?
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Oh, he's gifted it to the opposition. Van Dijk. Rummenigge.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey. Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
He is just caressing the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Nicely aimed pass. And he's intervened well there.
5 minutes added time.
He's been picked out, and he's running through. There's the hit! And it's in! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And now he has two. Arsenal give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, who's under pressure now? It's going to require some inspired defending to stop this lot.
And that's it. What a game, what a show. Both sides robustly going about their business, and that has turned it into quite a spectacle. It's the sort of game after which you feel it's a shame anybody had to lose. The end of the game. Reflections?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim. Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished to a small extent since its heyday back in the 90s and mid-2000s, when these two teams were lapping up the lion's share of silverware season after season. Times have changed since, thanks largely to the emergence of... Now the finish! An early chance, their first of the game.
Manchester United certainly look a very capable counter-attacking team. They're direct, they're quick, and to be honest, they're full of belief that it'll pay off.
Cruyff. And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. And it's Van Basten. And that's gone loose.
We've seen many free role players that have graced the game, but Ruud Gullit is amongst the elite.
Well, no one would argue with that, Jim, but what do you identify as special in him?
Well, so physically powerful and intimidating, and I think his athleticism helps him get through a fierce amount of work.
Nothing quite like him in the modern era.
Agreed.
That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. Bellingham. Anything, Jim, to pick out of these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Oh, that's fabulous. Cruyff showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Bellingham. Well read, and the danger is averted. Ronaldinho.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Manchester United are seeing more of the ball, but still aren't carrying much goal threat. Maicon has given away a free kick. Just a talking to, I think. Yes, it is. Maldini. And he's had it nicked away. Now it's Eto'o. Maicon. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, that's a key interception. Vieira. And it's Nesta. Gullit. Vieira really struggling to influence the game.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like...
Can he put it away? Rijkaard. Couldn't squeeze it through. Maicon. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bellingham. Eto'o. Closing in on goal. And claimed it back swiftly. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, good ball, and this looks promising. Maldini. It's Bellingham.
Well, yet another interception, and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Ronaldinho takes control of it, and he's on the move. Messi, a player so deservedly decorated with praise and glory. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Cruyff. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. They want to be quick to recover this. Bellingham. Oh, well played. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe shot a goal! It's there!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Arsenal have taken the lead.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Oh, he's been caught on it here! Oh, played right into his path.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Van Dijk. Into stoppage time, very little left on it. And that'll be the final action of the first half. So there we are, half-time. Both teams head into their respective dressing room. And while there was a genuine flow about the game, most importantly, there has been just one telling moment. It is still very tight here. The game still up for grabs. And the half-time score, 1-0.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about. So an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Substitution.
There's the start of the second half.
Manchester United really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
And they can counter here. Good running, strong and purposeful. He's through here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And it's Eto'o, and he welcomes it in. He's got the shot away! It's run loose, who's going to... Oh, he's been caught napping! Big chance! And he's really put himself on the line here. Cruyff. That has ended up in no man's land. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well, that is one way to stop him. Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
And it's Gullit. Ronaldinho. Manchester United still behind thanks to that solitary strike.
62,005.
Well, there's your danger man, a title that is entirely justified. Bellingham. Gullit. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
And now as good a time as any to pull level.
In progress.
Well, there is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. Messi! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Well, that has not gone well. Mbappe.
Gullit really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
And that is expertly dealt with.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Oh, easy pickings there. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Manchester United are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Rijkaard gets over and intercepts. Good spot, he's seen the run. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it. This is the time you need that pace.
Threads one in. He's got away. Pull it. Has a go!
Arsenal surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the easier defensive route by now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Chooses to go back. That's a good ball played into space. Good ball over the top. Time is running out here.
At least they're going about it as they should, having brought this on themselves.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. Owen. So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while.
Mbappe. Number 14, Messi. Number 25,
And it's Gullit. Mohamed Salah in acres of space out wide. Nice control. And he's managed. It's Salah!
Number 18.
I think it's time for them to concentrate on closing this one out.
Oh, it's Van Basten. And he was alert to it. Manchester United do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Owen. Always onto this. Real chance here. And the finish! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Mohamed Salah is a player who barely needs an invitation to shoot. Now it's Gullit. And we're done. Well, that was tense. The two parties separated by the game's only really meaningful moment. Intriguing for the neutrals, unbearable, sometimes unwatchable for those with a vested interest.
There you have it, a fine win for our boys.
Well, how will we look back on that? Well, it is undoubtedly one of the most eagerly anticipated fixtures in the English game, as two historical heavyweights square up to each other, ready to go blow for blow in what remains one of the game's intense rivalries. There are some that argue, and with some validity, that the significance of this fixture has diminished. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Big chance! Now, who's going to be first to this?
These early exchanges have been frenetic. Looks like we have a proper game on our hands, Peter.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. He's through here, and that's a good ball. Real chance! And one more try!
Well, they won't be deterred from trying again, Peter. They have the bit between their teeth now.
He's in here!
The Dutch introduced total football to the world, and in many ways, Ruud Gullit is the perfect example.
Well, he really could play in any position.
Yes, he started as a sweeper and showed that he could play anywhere in midfield and indeed up front. Big, strong and absolutely gifted.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. Opts to play it back. Oh, that was vital. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Bellingham. Anything noteworthy in the early part of the match, Jim?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Has a go! Goal! Manchester United!
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Looking tidy in possession here. Eto'o, brilliantly cut out. Bellingham. Arsenal look happy to sit back for the moment here.
Yeah, everything they're doing screams counter-attack, but it's a long counter-attack. When they win...
Eto'o! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. No way through, so it's Van Basten! Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's in plenty of space here. Mbappe! Bellingham. Bellingham, who needs just a moment to score a goal. Now it's Eto'o. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Oh, there's a probing ball. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Ronaldinho. He can run onto that. Oh, well played, well played.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
Oh, that's clever. Oh, he's got a shot. Hits one! Dembele, who does have an assist to his name. Ronaldinho going face-to-face with his great rival. Van Basten. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And here's Eto'o. Maicon gets into some space. And he was quick to react. Mbappe. Good running, strong and purposeful. He won't be happy with that one. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
That just required a bit more oomph to reach its target.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Messi. It's run loose here. Cruyff. Pull it. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it.
Well, I'm not quite sure he needed to hold up play quite as much as he did then. A couple of his teammates were very annoyed.
And a shot! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Leicester kept his eye on it, and he's there. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now it's Eto'o.
There will be 1 minute added time.
No, that was never going to make it. Arsenal with a chance to counter-attack now. Oh, that's a key interception. He might be in here! And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, it's a half which has simmered along nicely, warming up to what may be a more open second half to follow. Reflections on the first half?
That's the first
Haven't
half
played
then.
that badly.
A rocky
Getting
start,
caught
to say the
again on the
least.
counter-attack
But that
is
won't
unlikely.
shake our
They're
spirits,
switched on
will
to
it?
that, and still very much in this game.
Manchester United head into the dressing room pleased with the thought that they have that all-important lead. Analysis to come during the break. So we're just settling back into this second half.
Manchester United really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Cruyff. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. Bellingham. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Pull it. And here's Dembele. Eto'o. Oh, important interception. Oh, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. Ah, he's given it away. Oh, that's fabulous. Bellingham. Oh no, this does not look good. Oh, what a ball! And the shot! They've scored! 2 up now, and they are cruising. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Eto'o demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
Substitution.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes. Manchester United are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Oh, that is... Oh, he's been caught on it here! Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
The attendance for this match was...
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. And the pass is intercepted.
Footballing width usually identifies with running room, and we've just seen a prime example.
Shapes to shoot! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Substitution in progress.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
And now they can spring out of defence. Fiddles it through. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Manchester United perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Bellingham. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. And it's Cruyff. Gullit. Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. He's in a good position here. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Great chance!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Arsenal are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Arsenal do have a chance to counter here. Mbappe. Well read, nice interception.
Arsenal are stuck in central station, and they might find a fast track out wide if they'd care to look.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Mbappe. Cruyff. Expertly cut out, really nicely done. Ahead by 2 and just about into the home straight. Oh, that's well spotted. Maicon. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Bellingham. Now it's Gullit. Bellingham. Bellingham. Mbappe. Gullit.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
Manchester United clearly now in lead preservation mode. And he's intervened well there. Messi. It's Bellingham.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Vieira calmly anticipates. And that's that. Manchester United can probably lay claim to the title of having been the better side here. Certainly more results driven as they... Well, hello and welcome one and all to what is a very special day on the English football scene. It's the day Arsenal meet Manchester United, two giant institutions of the game that also happen to be amongst its most decorated. This a fixture which has been globally recognised as one of the defining rivalries of recent years. Rivalry often personal between managers and players, and down to the fact that both have so excelled. Every game akin to gladiatorial combat and decorated with wonderful attacking football, crunching physicality. Faces have come and gone and rivalry has entered into a new era, but there is one thing that never changes, and that is the fact that neither of these sides can bear the idea of losing to the other, and that on its own a factor sufficient to make this utterly unmissable. Have a look at this. It is what you anticipate here these days in London North 7, an undulating red and white wave, an Arsenal wave which envelops the team. Genuinely a heavyweight contest, North against South, London against Manchester. It is tribal.
You can always count on there being something dramatic happening when these two come together. But there have been a fair share of grinds too. I'm expecting both sides to try and maximise their attacking threat, because when you look back over the years, the potency has been the big factor with these two teams, and always a hard one to call, but never far from exciting.
Things have got underway here pretty promptly. Played towards the other side. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And it's Eto'o. And they're back on the ball again. And here's Bellingham. Bellingham cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
They're just trying to negate his influence, and it looks like whatever it takes.
Turns and goes back. He's had a hit! Oh, he's been caught napped, and he's following up! Goal! Manchester United! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So the first moment of real significance.
Listen, when it comes to goals, Peter, in this team, he's always the number one
Has a go! They've done it! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, there just wasn't much of a gap to begin with, and to find it, I think it was a fine drive, and I don't think the keeper could have really planned for that. I think he's a bit unlucky in that instance.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down, but they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
He's found a way through. Rijkaard, and he's gone backward. And the shot! They've got to be quick to recover this. Oh, he's been caught on it here. And here's Rijkaard. Vieira cuts it out. And it's Cruyff. Well timed, excellent interception. Thuram. And it's Cruyff. And here's the chance to counter. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Vieira. Michael. And it's Ronaldinho. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Oh, great chance! Now the finish! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Has a look and plays it forward. Ronaldinho. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. Pulls off a sensational save. Decent enough try. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. Arsenal are looking to break at pace. And here's Mbappe. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. And he's in on goal. Can he finish? Oh, taken with style. A goal at a really telling moment. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
Arsenal get themselves back into contention.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
And here's Eto'o. And that'll be the last act of the first half. Well, it has been a very watchable football match that has already provided 3 goals, both teams contributing plenty to it. And in terms of scoreline, it is close to being perfectly balanced. The game living up to billing and plenty of thrills to keep the crowd warm. We'll be resuming in a quarter of an hour from now with the scoreline 2-1. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, it remains very delicately poised, and based on the promise we've seen through the first 45 minutes, I wouldn't be surprised if this takes another twist or two. It certainly would be in keeping.
Manchester United head into the half-time break with a narrow lead, 2-1. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Oh, that's a fine interception. Messi. Now it's Hullet. And he's been shifted off it. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away. And Hullet! Goal! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Well, we're all back to square one, but I hope this game opens up from here. It looks as if it could happen. That looks like a preconceived plan. Win the ball and then unleash.
We have ourselves a real game here.
Oh, look, Peter, I was on the fence before a ball was kicked, and I still haven't moved.
Manchester United choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Rodri deals with that comfortably. Deftly away. Played back in.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. He's got away. Cleared without complication. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Vieira. Bellingham. He won't be happy with that one. Arsenal appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Thuram spots it and intercepts. And it's Hullet. That's good vision. Manchester United do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. And here's Hullet. Oh no, no circumventing this opponent. Now the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Manchester United are making a change now. Manchester United have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Manchester United claiming a corner, and the referee concurs.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Thuram can get it clear. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And he's quick to snatch it back. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Forwards and with intent.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And here's Mbappe. He's got to be in here. Great hit! Goal! Manchester United! And they get themselves in front!
Perhaps deserves a little bit of sympathy here, because that's a goalkeeper's nightmare. It's clear that the keeper was unsighted by his defence, and by the time he picked up the flight of that, it was too late.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy. Owen! No mistake! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Oh, that was a cracking little exchange to set up the finish, and a lovely understanding between both players. I mean, that's clearly tailored on the training ground and delivered beautifully on match day.
Manchester United take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Oh, and he's through the middle. He's picked his way through. Thuram with the clearance. Thuram cuts out the pass. Now it's Mbappe. That is a great pick out. And that's left him on the seat of his pants.
That, Peter, is wonderful reading of the game. Perfect positioning. Well played.
There's the hit! And more, and more, and more! And the lead is extended still further. As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Minutes has been indicated.
So now the difference is 3.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Rijkaard. Bellingham. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe! Great chance! They've scored! Yet another goal in an awesome... Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Owen picking up the Man of the Match award, and no surprise there.
This is
The end of the game. Reflections.
Manchester United really were great.
Well, hello and welcome one and all to what is a very special day on the English football scene. It's the day Arsenal meet Manchester United, two giant institutions of the game that also happen to be amongst its most decorated. This a fixture which has been globally recognised as one of the defining rivalries of recent years. Rivalry often personal between managers and players, and down to the fact that both have so excelled. Every game akin to gladiatorial combat and decorated with wonderful attacking football, crunching physicality. Faces have come and gone and rivalry has entered into a new era. But there is one thing that... There's the shot! It's in!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one and he looks hungry for more.
Well, there's always a chance of being caught like that when you surrender the football.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Throw in. Ronaldinho. He's found a way through. Now it's Billing. And the shot! Oh, well played, well sorted out. Van Basten. Is there any... It's Ronaldinho! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Ronaldinho actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Played back in. Cruyff. Oh, lovely feed, he is such a good mover. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Lovely ball and a real chance now. Manchester United are enjoying a good spell right now and leading. Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Into the box.
Oh, that was one big no-no when you've got a queue formed in the box.
Eto.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase. And, of course, those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for... And the shot! And it's in! And with that goal comes comfort! Well, it would have been harder to miss.
That's just a great finish, but it's down to very clever movement. You can see this has been obviously worked on the training ground. He knew exactly where he wanted the ball, and it all came good.
Manchester United are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
You can really...
Shot a goal! And more, and more, and more! Hot knife through butter! They have done it again! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He weighed up the landscape, Peter, and he stuck it bang in the corner.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
Well, they're very much the best.
And a shot! And again! It's there! And they're at it again, in double quick time! He won't get many simpler than that, but he's certainly not complaining.
Listen, he would have been advised to do that as a kid, and it's obviously etched in his mind now.
Matt tries a shot! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Arsenal were again presented with an opportunity to break and look very, very threatening.
Pirlo. And now they can spring out of defence. And that has put paid to that. Pirlo cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly. How that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
That is a brilliant interception. Pull it. Manchester United heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Pirlo. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bellingham. Some really good ball movement. Ronaldinho was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Eto'o. Van Basten. He's had a hit! Really well taken goal. A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
It's become a case of men against boys.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Maldini. Maldini. Van Basten. He's picked his way through. Maicon is in a really good position out wide. Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, super ball. Chance! It's a loose... That's another chance! Sticks it away! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them. And it's half-time here. Who would have seen this? By any yardstick, it is pretty much ideal for them.
Manchester United have been more or less perfect, I would say. Their manager's all smiles, and he's got every reason to be.
Time left for a comeback.
Manchester United have been nothing short of awesome in the first 45 minutes. A truly memorable performance on all counts. And it has to be said, this match is well and truly already won. Well, hello and welcome one and all to what is a very special day on the English football scene. It's the day Arsenal meet Manchester United, two giant institutions of the game that also happen to be amongst its most decorated. This a fixture which has been globally recognised as one of the defining rivalries of recent years. Rivalry often personal between managers and players, and down to the fact that both have so excelled. Every game akin to gladiatorial combat and decorated with wonderful attacking football, crunching physicality. Faces have come and gone and rivalry has entered into a new era, but there is one thing that never changes, and that is the fact that neither of these sides can... Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given. Penalty. Manchester United really could have done without this. The major moment in the game. A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
So, a breakthrough already. While facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Eto'o. Oh, that's nice. Engages and forces him off the ball. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Real chance! And it's in! Not one, but two. It is a dream start. Just so calm under pressure, and he managed to fashion a fine finish.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Arsenal are doing very nicely, thank you.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And that is as far as they're going to go. First quarter of an hour gone.
Oh, that's such a good run. More of that, please.
Oh, that's wonderful alertness. And he's in on goal. Now the finish!
Manchester United really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
Vieira deals with that comfortably. Forwards and with intent. Eto'o. Interesting ball. He's in plenty of space here. Ronaldinho, and that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Bellingham. Eto'o showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Vieira. Now Ronaldinho. Good running, strong and purposeful. Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. And that was very necessary. Bellingham. Bellingham cuts out the pass. Has a look and plays it forward. Eto'o tries a shot! Goal!
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
We have got ourselves a game here.
I think they can sense a comeback here, and so can this crowd. It's all systems go now.
He's had it taken off him. Mbappe. And it's Vieira. Ronaldinho. He's had a shot! Nicely aimed pass. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's got the shot away! Messi, very much a man of this moment. Now it's Eto'o. Oh dear, less said about that pass the better. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Messi. Thuram makes the interception. Eto'o. And he was alert to it. Vieira. Thuram. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pull it. Mbappe. Great ball if he can get there. Well, he was clearly disappointed. Could be danger here. Oh, shooting chance! And yes, it's there! A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Terrible error, duly punished. Arsenal take a two-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Passes short and sharp, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. And the whistle goes for half-time.
Substitution.
Here we go again.
Well, this half might require them to produce a plan A, B and C. Levelling the score is easier said than done, but that will be the target. Get back on terms and then use that momentum to...
Can he put it away? Oh, the ball's run loose here. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside. Pullet running with the ball. Eto'o. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
He could be in here. And no, that was never going to make it. Manchester United do appear to have made a half-time change.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Cruyff, he is through here. Big chance! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, look, they know they've got a height advantage, and it's time for them to use it.
Has a go! Oh, that was no routine save.
Eto'o clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Corner number 2 then. Arsenal have the chance to go the other way. Now it's Eto'o. Oh, super find. Now there's a fine ball. Great chance! Surely now they are well and truly out of sight. And they are cruising away. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Arsenal are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
So now the difference is 3. Vieira. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Eto'o! So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now.
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to...
And the shot! He scores!
The keeper deserves some sympathy there. He may not have seen that until too late.
Substitutions taking place.
Time for a change in personnel. Manchester United give themselves a fighting chance. Back in with a shout. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Mbappe. Vieira did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Eto'o, he's got away, and that's played in low. Messi, just about up to 75 minutes. And here's Eto'o. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. And he's had it nicked away. Arsenal needed that. And Messi! Oh, should have put that away.
Well, it wasn't to be this time, but that should add to his level of confidence, something they can really do with at the moment.
Pass is just off target. Bellingham. Now it's Hunnit. Oh, that's an inviting ball. Eto'o is flagged offside. And they're back on the ball again. Decent progress down the left. And he welcomes it in. Now it's Mbappe. Oh no, this does not look good.
Manchester United can certainly take credit for the way they've gone about their business here. This scoreline is inaccurately reflective.
Now it's Eto'o. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Mbappe! Nicked it back promptly. Messi! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Manchester United have their third corner. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's going to go a long way. Van Dijk. Bellingham. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Well timed, excellent interception. Board shows there will be 3 extra minutes. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Oh, perfectly measured that.
It's the sort of...
And the referee brings it to a close. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by a better team on the day. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Yeah, well, I've been on the losing side in games like this, and I can tell you it really does hurt. It's about the fans, and when you let them down, it hurts that bit more. I mean, you can do all the right preparations and still end up on the losing side. I don't think they'll be going out tonight.
Well, thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you. Well, they say football's only a game, but you should try telling this lot. Without a doubt, it is the week's most eagerly awaited contest. A sporting event which has magnificent scenery as its backdrop. It is tribal, and it has aroused the most primal of instincts in so many of us. And we are glad to have you alongside us for it. And we have in front of us this gloriously imposing arena. Absolutely perfect for a game of this nature. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. Opts to play it back. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Bellingham. That's a nicely measured pass. Oh, that was vital. And he's quick to get it clear again. Mbappe bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And it's Ronaldinho looking for options for Cruyff! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, Red, nice interception. They've won a corner. Chelsea with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And here's Bellingham. And he's managed to beat absolutely everyone. First quarter of an hour gone. No goals as yet. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Van Basten. Eto'o. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Manchester United! Manchester United take the lead!
Yeah, great movement and great use of space to get on the end of the pass, and that pretty much did it.
So the first goal of the game.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Could move up a gear here. Ronaldinho. Ronaldinho will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Real chance! Goal! A quite incredible spell. They are flying.
Bellingham very cleverly provided the return ball there, and it made all the difference in the creation of that goal. I don't want to take anything away from the
face-to-face chance! And more and more and more! Hot knife through butter, they have done it again!
Manchester United clearly executed that with considerable confidence. It only took seconds to score once the ball was recovered.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
And things are much healthier in their favour. Mind you, you would have thought that when the last one went in.
And Cruyff! He scores! And they're at it again in double quick time. That is just remarkable, the amount of bend he got on that.
Oh, that's a measured delight. The curl he applied was immaculate.
Manchester United are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
And he's there to get it away. And they're back on the ball again. Now it's Van Basten. Well timed, excellent interception. Mbappe takes control of it and he's on the move.
Well, that has caused disappointment to some, unsurprisingly, and disgust to others. What a waste.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined.
Well, you could see he was eager to get a shot away, but there was too much flesh and bone in his path.
And it's Griezmann. He's played him through. Tries a shot! They've scored!
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Chelsea grab a goal, but it's hard to see it as anything much more than a consolation. Van Basten. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Vieira gets over and intercepts.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
And here's Vinicius Junior. Fiddles it through.
Look, movement creates more...
Hits one! And it's in! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Messi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
Chelsea give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Ah, that's a fine interception. Vieira. And there's the end of the first half.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Manchester United head into half-time, 2 up, but goals flying in at both ends. There is little safety in that lead.
Substitution in progress.
That gets things going for the second half. Vinicius Junior. And there's green grass ahead of him. Has a go! And that's caused a worry or two.
That's a little unfortunate. He had a lot of people worried then.
Ronaldinho. Gullit. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Ronaldinho! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Chelsea have the chance to go the other way. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Great pressure, plenty of it. Gets his pass away. There's the hit! It's in! And they are cruising away. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
Well, talking about being hit on the break, the ball was in their net before they could even organise it.
It's Eto'o! And that's off target. Oh, this looks sharp. Oh, well played, well sorted out. And here's Gullit. pull it.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner. Corner number 2 then. And now they can spring out of defence. Now it's Cruyff. And the shot! It's in! It is no contest. It is a landslide. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Substitution on the field, number 18.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Number 11.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
On the field, number 9.
Great chance!
Number 7, Javier Clavion. Number 19, Moussa Diaw.
Corner number 3 coming up.
Number 8, Hadrian. Substitutions taking place.
And the goalkeeper's got a good palm to that. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. Can he put it away? And yes, it's there!
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs. And when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
And it didn't... Oh, they could be caught out here. And it's Saviola. Oh, that's a fine challenge. Goes down, but nothing given. Owen. And the counter is on. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled. Owen! Oh, well played, well played. Manchester United are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Bit of a communication breakdown there, it seems. Ronaldinho stood up well to him there. Ronaldinho has got himself a free kick. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Rodri makes the interception. Schmeichel punts it upfield. Now it's Bellingham. Oh, that's well spotted. Ronaldinho. This is promising. Well read, and the danger is averted. Rodri. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And he's managed to get free. Bellingham, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending, and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Owen, can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Shot could be on. Bellingham showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Now it's Bellingham. Couldn't squeeze it through. Bellingham. Backward it goes. Oh, important interception. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Manchester United clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Cruyff. Oh, it's a sweet ball, that. And he's intervened well there. And it's Owen. Maicon. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Messi. Now it's Owen. And that will be the final act. So a real showpiece win. This lot was simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Thoughts on what we've just seen?
Manchester United really were great today. They showed a lot of battling qualities required in a game like this, such as intensity, personality, a gritty spirit. I think this result was well merited.
So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you. So the wait is over, we can finally get going. Welcome to everybody who has joined us for this unmissable game. Hugely anticipated, hugely hyped, undoubtedly the place to be at this moment in time. And few venues rise to an occasion quite like this one. It is, of course, the world-famous Old Trafford. The action has already started. Van Basten, and he was alert to it. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Quality deserted them when they really needed it.
Cruyff. He's in plenty of space here. He's had it taken off him. Van Basten showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. There's the hit! There it is!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Yeah, I really can't say enough as to how good the final ball was. It took the defence out of the equation for that split moment, and
now the finish! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Cruyff actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Manchester United with the corner, they're first. It's Eto'o! Really well taken goal. They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Manchester United are doing very nicely, Thang. Just the goalkeeper to beat. And the shot! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Manchester United look comfortable already. 2 to the good and flying. Van Basten. He's had a shot! They are rampant! And again, they simply do not know what has hit them.
Well, I think there's a few trying to claim offside, but he looks to have been on. Yeah, he was on.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
No doubt as to who has the momentum here now. The only doubt is how many is coming.
Rice. Oh, and he's through the middle. That is good alertness. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Look, the game is full of ifs and buts. If only the pass could have completed its journey.
Van Basten.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Vitinha. Pass somewhat off target. Well, the runner's been sold a little bit short there.
That was just poor decision-making and a weak execution.
And he's had it nicked away. And he has been fouled there. He's had a hit! And that is a truly outstanding save.
Alvarez controlled that with such ease and really ought to have followed it up with a goal.
Manchester United have the chance to go the other way. Neatly clipped into space, and the flag has stayed down. Rice. That is a great pick out. Alvarez! Oh, that is outstanding! About as smooth as it gets. It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accuracy.
No other outcome there. That was bang in the corner, unstoppable.
Le Havre give themselves a fighting chance, back in with a shout. Manchester United have their second corner now. And the shot! He has done it! And the lead is extended still further. That was fabulous, the most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
2 goals on the day, and he may not yet be done. It's starting to look like a done deal now. Great chance! And the keeper has shown real class. He had to be at his very best.
Oh, no, that was a chance. What a chance.
Has a shot! And now the hit! Lacking in accuracy.
Well, talking about playing into your opponent's hands, that kind of thing is not going to get them back into this game.
Chouameni. Now that's well seen too. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Vitinha. Vieira. Now it's Van Basten. Now it's Cruyff. He is through here. Big chance! No mistake! And they're at it again in double quick time. There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
And yes, it's him again. It's become a case of men against... He gets big! Neto. Well timed, excellent interception. He's going for goal! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
Another example of how comfortable this team is on the break.
And there's the end of the first half. Well, what a half. For one, pretty much ideal. For the other, utterly dreadful. And we're only halfway through.
Well, every time they've gone through the gears, Peter, they've looked like scoring. So provided they can stay well clear of the handbrake, they ought to be completely out of sight fairly soon.
Manchester United have run riot in the first half, and barring a miraculous comeback, they have done the job already. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Now it's Nakata. A lot of space ahead of him. Vieira. Manchester United, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, it's come loose. Strokes it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
And the ball tries a shot! Oh, taken with style! And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
And the shot! He's got a goal! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Yeah, it has become ugly for one, but the other is still delivering beauty. Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team...
Mbappe has a go! Bellingham, and one more try! Rice. Nakata. Ricky Puig. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. He's looking to set free a runner. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Oh, look, his determination needed to be greater than the obstacle he was faced with, and it wasn't.
Mbappe! A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Manchester United clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Manchester United looking to pass their way through. And he's away. Real chance! And he hits the net. How many? Just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving.